Hey, what's going on? This is Liam from Tinnitus Treatment, and in this video I want to talk about, Liam stops tinnitus. That's a new one. So in this video I want to talk about one of the hidden benefits of getting rid of tinnitus. Obviously the main goal here, this whole channel, why I'm making this channel, is to get rid of tinnitus. But an interesting thing happened the other day, and that was that I was talking to somebody and I was saying, you've got to do some dry fasting, you've got to do cold showers, and they were kind of tossing up and going, it sounds good, but maybe I should just live with tinnitus. This particular person who I won't say the name, obviously had a tinnitus which was about 3 out of 10 in their words, and they couldn't hear it all during the day. It was only at night time, and they played a bit of music during the night, a bit of rain noises, which is what I recommended. I used to use that, rain noises, and they drowned it out, and they thought, I can't really be bothered. But I realized that it was only, in his situation, in his life situation, it was only going to get worse, and obviously anything I could do to avoid that, I wanted to do. So I told him, was a guy, I said, when you follow this course, the hidden benefits, you're going to get skinnier, your libido is going to go through the roof, you're going to get skinnier, obviously, so you get chiseled cheekbones, your hair is going to be healthier, your teeth are going to be whiter, girls are going to like you more. I rattled off all these benefits, and he said, oh, that sounds great, I'll do it. And it was amazing to me that he was more interested in following my advice to get the hidden benefits than actually to get rid of tinnitus. So I want to give you right now the biggest benefit that I've experienced since my tinnitus is gone, but yet I still follow the advice that I give. I will always do it. I will always do the fasting. I will always do the cold showers because it feels amazing to do. But aside from feeling good and looking good, at least from the neck down for myself, there's another hidden benefit that I think is very, very prevalent, and it actually helps to rid tinnitus as well. And that's the reduction of stress through the accumulation of money. So to put it very simply, you save money, and you can spend that money on whatever you want. For example, I've always lived my life. My dad's always told me, and he's shown me through the way that he lives his life. Look, Liam, he said, it's always worth spending a bit more to get rid of the stress and the hassle of trying to save a couple of bucks. Okay? And it's very, very true. So he lives a nice life. He's a businessman. He's not a multi-gazillionaire by any stretch of the imagination, but he's very smart with money. He's a very smart man, and he taught me those lessons. And so I applied it to my own life. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to show you where I live, as I said, which is mostly possible and largely attributed to the fact that I can save money because I dry fast all the time and I fast all the time, and I don't spend money on food. I don't spend money on stupid food, fast food, cereal, popcorn, breakfast. If I go to the movies, I'll just get a water. I barely eat fruit really at all. I barely eat, as I said. I don't spend money on stupid shit. I spend money on massages. And what I've done now is I spent money on a nice place to live in Chiang Mai. So I'm going to show you where I live at the moment. But I want to leave you with one story as well, which is about money, because I think money is very important. And whoever says, oh, money isn't important, is kidding themselves. You're kidding yourselves. If you look at the divorce rates, I think it's like 70% of divorces are due to fights over money. And if it's not directly over money, it's because of situations that arose because there was a lack of financial stability in the household. So, someone lost their job or yada, 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 or whatever the situation is. They couldn't afford to go on holiday this year and they're frustrated with their partner, or they're frustrated with themselves and take it out on their partner. It arises from the fact that people don't understand that. And so you can get rid of that very quickly, I think, and I have in my life, from just not spending money all the time on food and medications, okay, like antidepressants and all this sort of stuff, which is very, very expensive, sleep medication, all this stuff, when you can just buy a bottle of water. And I know you think that, eating organically is more expensive than eating non-organic, and it is, but when you factor in the fasting, it doesn't even compare. It doesn't even compare. You can spend $1 a day on water. It doesn't compare. It's a moot point. And I want to give you one more story before I show you where I live at the moment. I don't live in a luxury condo or a villa or anything like that. I did used to live in a villa in Bali, but at the moment I live in a nice place with a nice view. But it's not. I'm sure there's some people watching this right now who are just like, that sucks. But I like it. It's what I spent my money on. I'll show you in a second. But I want to give you one more story, and that is that I was contacted by a guy who runs a healthcare company because he had tinnitus, and he contacted me and said, look, Liam, we spoke. I gave him some advice. We went our separate ways. Before he left, he spoke about money, and he said, look, Liam, because he had tinnitus very bad, and he's multi-millionaire, super rich, like probably one of the richest people that you'd meet once in your life, like you'd see on TV sort of thing. And he said, two stories. I'll tell you the first story first, which I like the most. He said, look, Liam, people say money doesn't matter, but you can go find a man who's about to jump off the bridge. He owes $500,000 in debt. He has to pay $6,000 a month in childcare. He has, debts here, debts there. His car's just broken down. He got fired from his job. And he's looking forward in his life and thinking, how am I going to handle this? And he has nothing can help him, right? He thinks, you go up to that man and give him $5 million and that would solve his problems. So money is a big root of a lot of problems people have. The problem wasn't that, him and the wife got divorced. The problem probably was in the first place that there wasn't enough money to go in the house, or they just fell apart, or someone cheated, whatever it was. But money does solve a lot of problems, okay? It solves a lot of problems that people have, paying for things. And the second story he told me was about himself. He said, and on the other, because this is the flip side, it doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter. If you don't have your health, then none of it matters. You could be a billionaire, millionaire, broke. Actually, let's use rich people as an example, because that's the point of the story. It doesn't matter how much money you have. If you're broke, if you're sick, geez, that went way off track. If you're super rich, it doesn't matter how much money you have if you're sick. If you have, so for example, his example was tinnitus is horrible for him, and he can't really enjoy, the lavish lifestyle that he has because he can always hear the ringing and it's always interrupting and intercepting with his ability to have fun. Okay, it's conflicting. You know what I'm trying to say here. So he can't enjoy his full life. So what I'm going to do now is take you through my apartment and just show you. I'm 25 at the moment, and I'm not rich by any stretch of the imagination, but I just save money very well because I don't spend it on anything. So let's go through my apartment.